Are there more wheels or doors in the world? Why are manhole covers round? How many golf balls can you fit inside a school bus? How would you move Mount Everest? How would you weigh an elephant without a scale? Why are tennis balls fuzzy? Yep, interviewers actually ask these kind of questions. And today I'm going to show you exactly how to answer them without panicking, freezing, or blurting out something you later regret. But before we dive into the strategy, let's cover the obvious. Why do interviewers even ask these weird questions? Now, it's not because they're mean, and it's definitely not because there's a right answer. It's because they want to see a few key things. They want to see how you handle pressure, how you structure your thoughts, and whether you can communicate calmly and clearly. It's like giving you a puzzle, not to see if you can solve it, but to watch how you tackle it. Now, do you remember the big wheels versus doors debate? It was back in 2022 and it drove the internet wild. It all started with this guy, Ryan Nixon, who wanted his followers to settle the debate that he was having with his friends. So he posted a poll, and within 48 hours, more than 200,000 people had voted on it. Even more people joined the argument on TikTok, and the whole thing got a little bit out of hand. Anyway, since then, this question, along with others, has been used by hiring managers to test job applicants and how they react under pressure. So how do you deal with this? Well, there's a 4-step framework you can follow. So let's run through that. And if you hang around until the end, I'll cover some example answers to some of the other crazy questions that fall into this brain teaser category. Okay? So first things first. Don't give a one-word answer. I can't stress this enough. They're not looking for wheels or doors. They're looking for your thought process, your calmness under pressure, and your ability to reason things out loud. So how do you do it? Well, step 1 is to clarify the question. Always start by asking clarifying questions. So you might say, are we including toy wheels and machinery wheels or just vehicles? And what about cabinet doors and appliance doors? It shows you're methodical and it gives you a little extra thinking time. Step 2 is to show your logical reasoning. Now break it down out loud. Cars have 4 wheels, and then there are bikes and scooters and even wheels on office chairs and toys. And then doors, well, we've got house doors, car doors, cabinet doors, appliance doors. They're both everywhere. This shows that you're organising your thoughts, like sorting the laundry. Whites in one pile, colours in another, towels in another. And then step 3, use examples and data. So throw in some rough examples. There are over 1 billion cars globally, 4 wheels each, plus bikes, plus toy wheels, even more. And with doors, every building, every room, every fridge, that's a lot. You don't have to be exact, but examples make you sound informed and confident. So embrace the ambiguity. And finally, be comfortable not having a hard answer. You could say, it's tough to know for sure, but considering how many unexpected places wheels show up, I'd lean slightly towards wheels. That said, there's a strong case for doors too. That shows humility, critical thinking, and composure, all the things interviewers love. Now, wheels versus door isn't the only brain teaser out there. Here are a few more and how you can tackle them. Actually, the first one of these is less of a brain teaser, but I've noticed it comes up every now and again, and that's this one. Why are manhole covers round? So just as with any question that seems like a curveball, don't panic. The answer is practical. A round cover can't fall into the hole because no matter how you turn it, it stays wider than the opening. Plus, it's easier to move a round cover by rolling it. And here's how you could say it to an interviewer. That's a great question, and I guess it's because a round shape can't fall through its opening, which makes it safer. Also, it's probably easier to move and position compared to a heavy square lid, and it might even be cheaper to manufacture, and then you can go on. Okay, so now some more common brain teasers I've come across in my time. So let's say you get hit with the good old how many questions. So it could be, how many windows are in New York City? How many piano tuners in London? How many pizzas are eaten in Chicago each year? Or how many golf balls can you fit inside a school bus? For any of these questions, it's not about the exact answer, it's about making logical assumptions. So for the school bus example, you might say, well, let's estimate the size of the school bus. Maybe 30 feet long, 8 feet wide, 8 feet tall. Now that's approx 19 cubic feet. Or we could say, a golf ball is about 2 inches across, so I'd work the volume and estimate from there. Probably hundreds of thousands of golf balls, but the key is working through the maths out loud. Do you remember at school, even though you knew the answer, you scored extra points by showing the working out? Well, it might finally be useful, and that's exactly what they're looking for here. And then what about this one? How would you weigh an elephant without a scale? Now this one is a little different. It's creativity they're testing. Now again, you should use the same questions to clarify the rules. But then you might say, how about floating the elephant in a boat, marking the waterline and then removing the elephant, then loading the boat back up again, but this time with known weights until it sinks to the same waterline. That way I could calculate the elephant's weight indirectly. Notice the pattern? You're not aiming to be right. You're aiming to show calm thinking, logical steps, and a positive attitude when faced with a curveball. That's the real test. So next time you get asked something totally out left field, whether it's wheels versus doors, or why manhole covers around, or how many golf balls you can fit in a bus, remember, it's not about the answer, it's about how you think. Clarify, organize, explain, and stay calm. Trust me, you'll leave a much stronger impression than 90% of candidates who just blurt out random guesses. And hey, just for fun, what's your take? More wheels or more doors? Drop your answer in the comments. As a mum of 2 boys with a million toy cars rolling around my house, I think it's definitely team wheels. But let me know what you think.